All right, welcome in everybody. Wingless Wednesdays on the Dirt Racing Network. Championship night. Wicked Energy Gum Northwest Focus Midget Series presented by Cognitive Warriors. About a minute 40 seconds to go in practice for these guys. Still working on bringing in special guests for us. Hoping they get everything worked out with their team speak. Going to keep an eye on that. Going to keep an eye on my Facebook Messenger chat. Real quickly, going to go over everything that I know right now. It's a 7-point difference between James Edens and Adam Elby going into the night. James Edens needs to score 42 points to clinch the title. He scores that, nobody can catch him. There are a lot of scenarios that play out via the heat races and everything else. Elby will need to score max points in hopes that Edens doesn't score more than 40. As long as he can keep him from doing that, or something happens to James, then Adam Elby can become the champion. Right now, those guys sitting at 4 wins for Edens, 3 wins for Elby. 1 race left to go, and 7 points separate them. Gonna be an exciting one for sure. Still trying to work with Stewarts to get them on Talk Live with us about the season, about what's going on up there in the Northwest, and get them to congratulate our champion at the end of the night, and maybe give us their driver pick to come up and race the car at Skagit live on the air. So we're going to keep working on that throughout the broadcast. These guys are about to go to qualifying, and when they get ready to do that, we will get ready to play our national anthem.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, one more time, Johnny Reed Foley with our national anthem. Looking at our top 10 in qualifying right now. Landis, Cannon, Edens, Eiler, and LaPresto, your top 5. All right, let us get down here, get ready to get the lineup for heat race number 1. We are scheduled for 3 tonight. On the pole, the LaPresto Racing Wicked Cushion, number 71, John LaPresto. To his outside, the Border Tire Wicked Cushion Dirt Racing Network, Kinzer Racing Sim Team, number 005 of Braden Eiler. Row 2 on the inside, the Wicked Relief Gun with CBD. 19 Designs, team setting number 31 of Tyson Landis. And on his outside, Swindale Speed Labs driver 152, Colton Hardy. Row 3 on the inside. The Black Diamond Motorsports number 42 is Sean Wallenfels, and on his outside, another Swindell Speed Labs car. He is number 2 in the points, trailing by only 7. It's Adam Elby. In the 4th row on the inside, Brent Hobson in the 181, and on the outside, Brett Strickler in the 38. And in the 5th row, you're going to have the Slammer Sports Bar, Linder Speed Equipment, NGK, Linder Digital Motorsports number 201 of Braden Fincell, and on his outside, the 238 of Anthony Marvalijo. Ten laps, top 3 to the A main directly. We will put 20 out here for the feature. So we'll find 9 through the heat races, and we will put a few more in here. Well, hello, Robert. I see you talking to me, buddy. We will put 11 more from the B main. I didn't get a car count on the way in. I was a little distracted trying to work with our special guest. So, green flag in the air. Heat race, number 1 championship night underway. John Lepresto around the high side. Landis tried to grab that spot, but wasn't able to make the car stick off the bottom. So right now, Lepresto out in front. Braden Eiler running in the second spot. Tyson Landis, Colton Hardy rounding out the top 4. Sean Wallenfels and Adam Elby right behind them. Wallenfels in the black and kind of greeny blue car there, and Elby white with blue slides up into Wallenfels, and Adam Elby going to be backwards. Turn number 1, Elby got in there, got in a little hot down in 1 and 2. Right rear got up there, made contact with the Nerf bars on the inside. Right there, you saw it on the inside. Sean Wallenfeld's machine, Adam Elby. For the guy trailing by 7. Took a pretty big chance there to try to get a spot, and now that sets him back in the heat races. Lepresto, Landis, Eiler, Hardy, Wallenfeld, Strickler, Hobson, Marvalijo, Kevin Smith, and Adam Elby, your running order. Braden Fincell's car not making the call for this, or maybe he's done. Maybe he just went off the track. I did not recall seeing him on the starting grid. I did call his name, but I don't remember seeing the car. But it looks like he is in the infield. So we'll be going green this time. Still going to have 4 laps to go to finish up heat race number 1. Lepresto, Landis, and Eiler, your top 3. Those are your transfer spots right now. Green flag back in the air. Colton Hardy slide job on Eiler, and he parked him. That's going to allow Wallenfels to escape through and get the spot. And here comes Brett Strickler right behind that. Brent Hobson in the 5th spot, trying to get up there, trying to put some pressure on these 2. And they know the top 3 are the 3 they're going through. Everybody else going to have to work hard on it. You see the nose piece missing off of Strickler's car, and that puts him up into the fence. Maybe he overcooked it getting in there, but he grabs it back, gets it back on 4 wheels. No caution, 2 to go. Still Lepresto, Landis, Wallenfels, your top 3. Off of turn 4, white flag in the air, heat race number 1, 1 more lap, and there goes Tyson Landis, slide job in 1 and 2. Goes inside to out, and he's got a good bite off turn 2, but Lepresto threw it in there pretty deep in 3 and 4. Can Landis get it back? No, he will not. John Lepresto, Tyson Landis, Sean Wallenfels, your top 3. Hobson, Marvalijo, Eiler, Hardy, Strickler, Elby, and Smith. So Adam Elby, his work's cut out for him now. He is going to have to come through the consolation races, make it into our feature race tonight. Heat 2, getting out on the grid on the front stretch. On the pole, the dirt track terror, the 210 machine, James Tiernan on his outside. Lepresto Racing, number 57 of Anthony Lepresto. Row 2 on the inside, the 44 car, Blake Cannon, and on his outside, going to be the 085 of Cole Harvey. Row 3 on the inside, the high side raceway, fast line, UDSR Ray, number 055 of the Flying Fossil, David Flick, and on his outside, the Fast 4 Media, Jake Swanson, Shock Technology, Dirt Roots Apparel, number 5 of Rusty Kruger. On the inside, row number 4, the Wicked Cushion, number 93 of the Catfish, Chris Roberts, and on his outside, the Shell Shock Helmets, Top Gun Motorsports, number 67 of Brandon Igo. And on the back row on the inside, Hunter Brady driving the 130 car, Tyler Chalk going to be there in the 33. Nick Cheever going to be alone in row number 6, that 011 car. So we've got 11 scheduled for this one. All right, green next time off of turn number 4. Tiernan Lepresto on the front row. Pace truck in. Green flag in the air. James Tiernan with a quick jump to the lead. Cannon tried that big slide job from the inside of the second row, and caution on the speedway. Going to go back, going to take a look. Don't know exactly who that is back there. Cole Harvey maybe getting into this. Yeah, Harvey off of 2. He has a little bit of contact, looks like with Kruger, and then gets up on the nose of Chalk's car. And that will not bode well for his heat race. So, set your top 10 here. Tiernan, Cannon, Lepresto, Flick, Roberts, Kruger, Brady, Igo, Chalk, and Cheever. Cole Harvey's car in the infield. He'll be coming through the consolation races. Looks like we're going to go green this time off turn number 4. 6 laps to go. Heat race number 2 of 3. Green flag back in the air. Tiernan, Cannon, and Lepresto. 1, 2, 3. Anthony Lepresto, former series champion. Actual defending champion. Oh, Cannon right rear into the fence, and that's going to put Blake Cannon on the hook. Slowing the action one more time. We saw it happen live. Go back, take a quick look. No, we might get a way better look off of TV5 here. He just got in there hot and right here jumped up over the marbles, and that car gonna need a little bit of love before he can get back out here for a consolation race. So now it's Tiernan, Lepresto, Kruger, Roberts, Brady, Igo, Chalk, Flick, Cheever, and then Cannon's car in the infield showing in 10th position. But only 9 cars on the track. We'll probably have about a 1-lap, 2-lap shootout when we get to green. Yeah, I didn't get those out in the mail because we dealt with rain and all kinds of weird stuff all weekend. So I got them in the package. I got everything ready to go. I just need to drop it off, and I'm trying to make time. I'm hoping tomorrow afternoon I can get all my work caught up and I can run over and drop those off. So you should have them. If I get them in the mail tomorrow, you should have them, I don't know, probably Monday. All right, green flag about to fly. 2 laps to go. Tiernan back on the throttle. Lepresto sitting in second. Rusty Kruger holding down that final transfer spot right now. They're going to come off turn number 4. See the white flag. Big slide job. Hunter Brady around Chris Roberts. That's for 4th. We'll keep our eyes. Final lap on the top 3 right here. Tiernan looks like he's going to easily win this, but here comes Kruger up, and oh, he gets turned around, so it's going to be Tiernan, LaPresto, and the catfish, Chris Roberts. Last lap, last corner slide job did not work out for Rusty Kruger, and he is going to be relegated to playing around in the alphabet soup. So an exciting end to that one. We're going to get ready to put our third and final heat race out on the track. And I will go through the lineup real quickly for this one. On the pole, the Napa Auto Parts Wicked Energy Gum KKR Sim Team, number 49 of the Hulk, David Heilemann, to his outside, the 54 car. That's Connor Lane. Row 2 on the inside, the Swindell Speed Labs driver, number 211, your current points leader, James Edens. And on his outside, the Ted Brown Quality Paint and Body, 92 PGR machine of paint and grease. Row 3 on the inside, the 081, Trey Osborne. On his outside, the SteelCycles.com, number 105 of Brandon Steele. In the fourth row, on the inside, the 574, Dustin Hall. And on the outside, the 422, that's Ross Weiss. In the fifth row, the Wicked Energy Gum Team City, number 84 of Billy Rowley. And on his outside, Top Gun Motorsports driver, the 72 machine, Brad Faria. And on the back row, by himself, the over-the-wall photography, number 072 of Jeff Stewart. So 11 more cars, 10 more laps, top 3 of the AMA, and everybody else take a swim in the soup. And ladies and gentlemen, in the booth with me, I am very, very proud to have, I would call her the head of the Northwest Focus Midget Series, Miss Carla Stewart. Carla, how are you, sweetie? Uh-oh, maybe her mic's not working yet. Well, we'll give her a second. We'll let her figure out her microphone. She muted it. She's going to unmute it. Uh-oh, car's backwards on the start. Looked like possibly Osborne and Stewart had a little contact right at the drop of the green, and Stewart's car going to be backwards. He's going to get it going, but he is not going to have the lead. Slide job. David Heilemann hanging on to the top spot right now. James Edens trying to win the heat race. I know if Edens wins the heat race with the finish that LB had, it's going to be way less than 40 points he needs in the feature to get the job done. And he's got the lead right there, but here comes the Hulk.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
Caution on the speedway. Just drop back and see Peyton Grease's car. Backwards back here. The blue and white machine with the black trim up at the top. Oh, and he gets a car pushed into him. Looked like Billy Rowley got knocked into him. That did not bode well for Grease's car. He gets it back on its wheels. So we will let him get around, get lined up. Carly, you got your mic working yet, sweetie? Find the Tools tab. Go all the way down to the bottom to Options. Then find your capture. I see your light lighting up. Find the capture. Go in there and make sure that you are on the default or you are on whatever microphone you have, and you will be able to speak to me, I believe. I see the light lighting. All right, top 10 real quick. Heilemann, Edens, Osborne, Lane, Hall, Steele, Stewart, Faria, Rowley, and Weiss. Peyton Grease's car running 11th back here all by himself. Hey guys, if you're tuning in anywhere but one of the Facebook pages that we're shared to or that we stream directly to, be sure to subscribe or follow us. If you're over on the YouTube, subscribe to us. If you're on Twitch, follow us. Say hi in the chat so we can see you. Appreciate everybody being here. We are about to go back to green. Heilemann and Edens, and oh, a big jump. Trey Osborne tried to get a good start on the field, and he had to back it up. That's going to cost him a spot. Connor Lane has the outside, the momentum line right now, and he's got the final transfer spot going into 3 and 4. 3 to go this time by battle at the front. Edens has the inside. Heilemann squeezes him down low, doesn't let him have the slide job line that time, but Edens' car very good around the bottom. He's going to make a run at it, just not going to be able to keep it there. Right now, David Heilemann sees 2 to go, puts the right side up in the fence, and he loses the spot to Edens. So Megan Edens, Heilemann, and Osborne, 1, 2, 3. A little wider camera angle here. We'll see these guys coming off to take the white flag. David Heilemann working around the bottom, and he had it even. Edens pushes him down on the inside. And those two are wheel to wheel when they come off turn number 2 down the backstretch. into 3 and 4, sliding up the slider line. James Eden's going to win your heat race. Heileman wrecks it. So Osborne is going to end up second, and Heileman across the line upside down is going to end up third. Everybody else to the consolation race is C-Main time on tap. 13 car schedule, top 2 going to transfer to the back of our B-Main tonight. Are we back yet, Carla? She's working on it, guys. I promise you, she will get it. All right. Row 1, going to be Faria and Strickler. Row 2, Kruger and Rowley. Row 3, going to be Adam Elby. Second in the points coming into the night. Now the points lead extended a little bit farther. He's got Nick Cheever on his outside. Row 4, Ross Weiss, Kevin Smith. Row 5, going to be Blake Cannon and Peyton Grease. Braden Finsell and Cole Harvey in row number 6. And row number 7 going to be Jeff Stewart. Right now, Braden Finsell not making the call, so we're down to 12 already. Hello, Miss Carla. The light is lighting, but no one is home. You'll get it figured out. I know you will. Just got to find your capture device and make sure that you are on the right one. And then make sure it's like on push to talk or something, and or voice activated. And then hit apply each time you go into that screen, and you should be pretty good. All right, we're about to go green. Faria and Strickler off the front row. C-Main underway. Up around the top side, Brett Strickler. Big drive down the backstretch. He's going to put that car out in front of Brad Faria. Faria trying to fight back on the bottom. Only the top 2 going to transfer. Here comes Elby. Working down on the inside. He's up to third. Now he's in a position to challenge for one of the transfer spots. And I think if he keeps that car on the bottom, keeps himself tucked up against that wall, he's going to find the bite he needs, and he's going to pull one of these 2 spots in front of him away from Faria or Strickler. Faria got around Strickler on the bottom side. He's bringing Elby with him now. It's wheel to wheel. Position number 2 through 3 and 4 up for grabs, and Elby's got it. Caution. Going to line them up straight now. Single file the next time. Other thing I need to make sure. Had a car upside down. Going to say Blake Cannon. Might be part of this one. Watching Blake Cannon, the black car with the red trim, the number 44 right there. Down and in. Good clearance there. He and Rowley racing pretty good. Down through 3 and 4. Little hot getting in the corner. Puts the right sides in. Peyton Grease right on top of him. Nowhere to go. So both those cars ended up on the hook and in the infield. All right, we're going to go green the next time by. Still going to have about 4 laps left in this one. Strickler, Faria, Elby, Kruger, Rowley, Weiss, Harvey, Smith, Cheever, and Stewart. And I don't think that's our order at all, because it's Faria, Elby, Strickler, Kruger, Rowley, the top 5. All right, green this time. 4 to go. Top 2 transfer. Everybody else going to be done. And the green flag back in the air. Through turns 1 and 2. Brad Faria down on the inside. Adam Elby has changed his strategy. He is going to the top side. Going to see if he can find some momentum. Faria's got that car working off the bottom, but Elby is closing slowly. And if Elby doesn't watch out, Strickler is coming. He's trying to work the inside. Now Elby, wheel to wheel on the outside, found a little bit of a bump going into 3. Cost him a little momentum, and he's going to fall back in line. Should be 2 laps to go that time by. Faria hanging on to this one. Elby sure would like to get up there just to make sure he is safe and win his B-Main white flag this time off turn number 4. Faria and Elby side by side. One on the top line, one on the bottom. Battle is over. Adam Elby, new point man, coming off of turn number 4 to the checkered flag. It's going to be Elby and Faria transferring to tonight's B main. Everybody else done for the evening. We're going to put that B main out there, find 11 cars. And these two are going to have a shot to get into the feature. Get it yet, Carla? All right, B main on the track. Row 1, Brent Hobson, Hunter Brady. Row 2 going to be Connor Lane and Anthony Marvalijo. David Flick and Dustin Hall in row number 3. Row 4, Braden Eiler, Tyler Chalk. Row 5, Brandon Steele, Colton Hardy. Brandon Igo and Adam Elby in row number 6. Row 7, Brad Faria, Rusty Kruger. So apparently 3 cars transferred from the C main. So 14 guys going to have a shot at 11 spots. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in, guys. We appreciate you being here. Likes, follows, and shares. B-Main on championship night. Top 11 going to make it to our feature race. We are running through this thing quickly. Like water runs through you down in Mexico. Did we get there yet, Miss Carla? I so want to have her able to speak to the guys when it is feature time. All right, Hobson, Brady on the front row, B main. About to go green right here. Top 11 going to transfer.
Green, green, green.
Off of turn number 4, green flag in the air. Here they come right into your living room. Hobson quickly to the lead. Oh, Marvalijo backwards, sideways, not upside down though, and he's going to be able to keep it going. Right now, Hobson in lane 1, 2, Flick. The Flying Fossil running there in the 3rd spot, that black car in the middle of the screen. He's got Brady and Eiler right behind him. Tyler Chalk putting his nose in there, that bright yellow car. Billy Rowley off the bottom side, or Brandon Steele, excuse me, off the bottom side. The red, white, and black car. Good battle right here. Second on back. Lane, Flick, Chuck, Eiler, Steele, all battling there. 2 wide, 3, 4, 5 deep. Off of turn number 4 and 3 wide back there for Hardy, Hall, and Kruger. Almost 4 wide through turns 1 and 2. And they're going to try to keep this thing 3 wide. Way at the top, Dustin Hall, Colton Hardy. Slid across his nose, and those two are going to swap spots. And they're going to keep Dustin Hall down on the bottom. Settling it back out. Top 6 or 7 now pretty much strung out. 2 wide battle here for the 4 spot behind Eiler. Elby working his way through the field. He is up to 5th. He's working on the inside of Brandon Steele. Oh, little contact, able to keep the car pretty straight. I got you now. Crank you up a little bit here. Let me get that volume cranked up just a touch.
All right, man. Caution.
There we go. Caution on the speedway. We're watching a great 3 wide battle right there. Go back and see. I think Brad Faria's car might be the one involved in this. We'll watch that black and orange car right there. Oh, gets it into the outside wall right under the flag stand. Wanted to go up and shake the flag man's hand, and that never works out for you. Got to wait till after the race. I heard you there, Galen.
We're good.
Hey, there's Carla. Thank you very, very much for joining us. I am so happy that you got that thing working. How are we?
We're great now, but obviously I'm not an iRacer and I have not used the boost speed. So thank you, Galen. Thank you, Galen, for helping us out on that.
Well, thank Galen very much. I would like to have him whenever he wants to jump in and say something. say hi to us as long as we don't have cars on the track. We're going to have a 2-minute intermission after this. We're going to have plenty of time to talk. But tell us, your thoughts about how the season has gone and what you think of this series. It kind of emulates what you guys are doing up there in Washington.
We had the first weeks where we weren't racing yet, and it worked out really, really well. But first and foremost, we want to thank everyone who's participated in all 12 weeks, every one of those races that they took their time in the evening to come race with us. And I can't thank Wicked Energy Gum and Matthew Henker for doing this. And we asked Matthew to come join us tonight, and he apologizes that he's not going to be able to make it, but he wanted to definitely wish everyone good luck and congratulations to the winner at the end of the night.
All right, well, we are about to wrap this one up. I think we are on the final lap right here. Right now, Brenton Hobson, Braden Eiler, Brandon Steele, Connor Lane, David Flick, Adam Elby, Tyler Chalk, Colton Hardy, Dustin Hall, Rusty Kruger, Brandon Igo, Anthony Marvelillo got around Igo at the finish. So Igo, Brady, and Faria not going to transfer to our feature race, but our 20-foot car field is set. And these guys are going to get about 2 minutes to get out here and run around. We are not going to do our normal advertising that we would do during this time. I am going to sit here and I'm going to have a fantastic chat with Carla and Galen. Started off just a touch on the rocky side earlier this year, I have to admit. But a lot of the cautions that we saw early probably wouldn't have been cautions at real tracks, and it has really settled down over the last 6-7 weeks. And the racing has been fantastic. We've had some fantastic finishes, and I hope you guys have been able to see them all. I wanted your impressions from the beginning of the season to now, how much all the drivers have improved.
Oh, they've improved tremendously, and it's been fun to watch. We haven't been able to sit down and watch the whole thing. We spot check from time to time. Half the time we're either out in the shop or we're at a restaurant having dinner finally at the end of the night. But everyone I've talked to who has been participating have all said that it's just been a little bit better. Each week it just gets better and better. And maybe that has something to do with you and the track, but I think the drivers just are doing better and better. So, we're very, very happy and so glad we were able to do this. And the 12 weeks went by very fast.
Yeah, even I have to admit that it went by really, really quick. I wanted to ask you, too, your series up there in the Northwest, how is that going for you guys? I know you guys have ventured a little bit further than I believe you did last year. You guys have put some asphalt tracks on your schedule, and have you run any of them yet this year?
We sure have. We actually have a total of 6 races on our schedule. We have a total of 52 teams that are racing. Obviously, not everyone at one time. Our very first race of the season was at asphalt track, and we actually have to give a shout out to Joe's Speed Shop. Joe's Speed Shop has set up a pavement challenge for just those drivers running the 6 races at the 5 different tracks on pavement, and that's presented by Bell Helmets. So that's going to be fun to follow that along. We've had one rain out up at Denyon Speedway, and we have 6 under our belt. We just came back from Cottage Grove, Oregon this past weekend, where we got rained out on the first night, but we were able to get the second night in.
Yeah, now the asphalt deal is kind of like a little mini series inside the main series. Is that correct? Uh-oh, she moved herself. I think she accidentally did that. You moved yourself.
Okay. I did? Oh. I tell you, I got Galen says push down on the left side of the mouse, and you'll be able to talk. Well, I guess I can also do other things too, right?
Yeah, like move yourself. Feature time coming up. We'll get back to that here in just a moment. But feature time, and we're going to run down the lineup here real quick. Starting on the pole, going to be the 71 machine of John LaPresto. To his outside, the dirt track terror, James Tiernan. On the inside of row 2, current points leader, the 211 James Edens. On his outside, Tyson Landis in the 31. Row 3 on the inside, Anthony LaPresto drives the 57 machine in the 81 of
contenders asked for an EOL.
Trey Osborne. Both contenders?
Yes.
Wow. All right, guys, you heard it live. Both of the title contenders have asked for an EOL. They want to start at the back of this field, and they have taken the back row challenge. That is going to be interesting to me. Row number 4 on the inside, Sean Walfels, the 42, the 93, the Catfish, Chris Roberts on the outside. Row 5, David Heileman inside, Brent Hopton outside. Row 6, going to be Braden Eiler on the inside, Connor Lane to his right. Brandon Steele starts inside row number 7 with the Flying Fossil, David Flick on the outside. Row 8, Adam Elby on the inside, Dustin Hall on the outside. Or row 9, going to be Colton Hardy and Rusty Kruger. And on the back, Tyler Chalk and Anthony Marvalijo. All these guys going to move up one row because James Eden's Adam Elby is going to start at the back of the pack and decide this championship mano a mano. And that is going to be interesting. We are absolutely going to have to keep our eyes on the two title contenders while we watch the front of this thing. This should get pretty exciting once we drop the green flag. They have got 40 laps on the board. The pace truck is headed in. The green flag is out. And we'll get the sound for the track turned right back up for you guys right here. Quickly out into the front. The two LaPresto boys going at it. Got John on the high side. Anthony down on the bottom. James Tiernan running around the top side, holding on to third. He's got Tyson Landis right in behind him. Drop back. James Eden is leading Adam Elby up through the field. They've already picked off 3 cars, so they are running 16th and 17th right now. And we'll come back to them passing their teammate Rusty Kruger on the inside. Kruger way up high. I think a lot of these guys are going to give these two drivers plenty of room when they see them coming, when they know they're there. I think anybody going to race them too hard, they're going to let those two settle it, see what happens. It's still the LaPresto show up front. Anthony out in front of John, and caution. Right in front of your leaders, Brandon Steele's car upside down. Right in the middle of turn number 4. We'll go back, take a look. He's the white car with the black and red trim way up top right here. He is inside, outside Colton Hardy. He goes to the top side, right rear, up over the cushion. You can't put an open wheel car against the fence, at least not tire first. That is never going to work out in your favor. So we'll wait till these guys get singled out and reset the field. What I had asked you before, Carla, that little pavement, that 6-track pavement deal, that is a mini-series inside your regular series, right?
That's correct. We have actually several different things happening. And we can talk about this a little bit later, but each track that we go to here in Washington awards a champion, and then we have a 10-race series that actually determines our champion.
Wow. That is different than a lot of places, so that is pretty cool. 43? All right, 43 for the new white flag. Top 10 is Anthony LaPresto, John LaPresto, David Heileman, James Tiernan, Sean Wallenfels, Tyson Landis, Chris Roberts, Trey Osborne, Colton Hardy, and Tyler Chalk right now. Our championship drivers are 14th and 15th currently on this restart. And we are going to get that right here off turn number 4. Green flag back in the air. We are watching John LaPresto right now. David, the Hulk Heileman, flying to the inside, slides across his nose. He is going to come out of turn 2 in second place, and he goes to the high side. James Tiernan real deep down on the bottom, and 3 and 4 had to check up. LaPresto kept the door pretty tight right there on him. Didn't cost him a spot, but it did cost him some distance. Meanwhile, at the front, defending series champion Anthony LaPresto out in front of all these guys. Could pick up his first win of the season in the series. But we have got caution on the speedway again. Tyson Landis, a 31 machine, in a bit of trouble in turn number 4. Seems like turn 4, Calamity Corner right now. You see Chris Roberts on the inside. Oh, and a little bit of an aggressive move there. I'm not sure if that was who that was that got into him on the high side. Colton Hardy maybe slid right across and put the right rear. Yeah, put the right rear up into the Nerf bar, and that put the right rear tire off of Landis's car out into the wall. So 2 cars in the infield, still 18 on the track. LaPresto, Heileman, LaPresto, Tiernan, Wallenfels, Roberts, Hardy, Osborne, Chalk, and Lane, your top 10. Your 2 championship drivers. 12th and 14th now. Adam Elby in 14th. James Eden's in the 12th spot. Braden Eiler sandwiched between those 2 guys right now. So we'll keep an eye on that. Still 35 laps to go. Currently going to be 34 when we get the green flag. You're watching us over on Facebook, aren't you, Carlos? You're about 15 seconds behind me.
That's correct.
You're getting to hear it twice. All right, to the front we go one more time. Green flag in the air. Anthony Lopresto right in front. This battle for third starting to heat up. Tiernan got his car on the inside. He is right against the wall. When he came off turn 2, he put his right front into the left rear of Lopresto, and that's going to open the door for Sean Wallenfels to push his car down on the inside, down through 3 and 4, down again into 1 and 2. These guys are keeping the door slammed on one another. Something's going to have to give at some point. And here comes Hardy to the inside of Wallenfels, and he takes the spot with a nice slide job. Chris Roberts around the top side picks up 2 spots in that exchange, put him into 5th. Hardy now 6th. Tyler Chalk running 7th. They are all right behind James Tiernan, but at the front it's still Anthony Lopresto right in front of David Heileman. They got about a half a second over John Lopresto in the 71 car. Looking back, James Edens now into the top 10, just took 9th. And who's 2 steps behind him? Adam Elby in the 11th spot. They got Connor Lane in between them, and they are working the high side, trying to get around him. Championship leaders started 19th and 20th, and they are working towards the front. 10th and 11th right now, trying to close the gap. Laps coming down. 30 to go that time by. Still Anthony Lopresto about 2/10, which is equal to about 6 car lengths right now, over the Hope David Heileman. James Tiernan has gotten around on the high side. He is running 3rd in front of John Lopresto. Colton Hardy in 5th. Chris Roberts down on the inside right there. Not going to be able to make that slide job work, and he's going to hang on to 6th behind Hardy. Lane, and then Edens now 8th. Elby now 9th. Now 10th. Back behind Osborne. Osborne able to make the slide job work. Rusty Kruger down the inside. Kruger checks up for Elby, who came from the top to the bottom with no warning whatsoever to try to put the slide job back on Lane. He's going to take the spot. Lane finds the wall. This will be a caution right here.
All right, man. Caution
Turns
is
3
out.
and 4. We were watching it live. Trey Osborne got the right side into the fence. 360s. It keeps on going. No real harm there. Car going to look like it's going to be too much the worse for the wear, and he's going to be able to continue on. We'll let these guys get behind the pace truck. We'll give you the top 10 as they run. Yeah, Jim, it is a very racy track tonight. I'm excited watching these guys come from the back. They started 19th and 20th. They are 8th and 9th right now. Heileman out in front. Anthony Lopresto running 2nd. James Tiernan 3rd. John Lopresto in 4th. The Catfish Chris Roberts running 5th. Colton Hardy 6th. Connor Lane 7th. Series points leader James Edens in 8th. His nemesis currently started the night 7 behind him. Adam Elby running in the 9th spot. And their teammate Rusty Kruger running in the 10th. And final position of that top 10. We still have 17 on the track. Eiler, Flick, Chuck, Hobson, Marblejo, Wallenfels, and Osborne, the remaining cars in the field. As stated in the chat, very racy track right now. Looks like the inside able to work just as well as the outside. Nobody has a clear advantage. You can run either line and be pretty quick. David Heileman going to bring us back to our green flag.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag in the air. 26 laps still on the board. They go by on the front stretch. Heileman, Lopresto, Tiernan, and Lopresto, your top 4. Chris Roberts in 5th. Colton Hardy gets around Chris Roberts. He got all the way around Roberts. He got inside John Lopresto and a little bit of contact. Those two down in 1 and 2, and Hardy goes to 4th. Here comes Edens. He's up to 7th. Connor Lane in between he and Elby. Now Rusty Kruger around the top side. Or excuse me, Kruger was on the bottom. That was Connor Lane on the top side. Got around Elby. So now 2 cars between our championship leaders. Edens working on Roberts. Now working on Lopresto. He goes to the inside. Can he go 2 for 1 and 3 and 4? He gets Roberts. And he gets Lopresto. Move him into the top 5. So from the back to the front, here comes James Edens. David Heileman still out in front. 0.7 of a second over the dirt track terror. Colton Hardy now up to 3rd, back to 4th again as Anthony Lopresto comes off the top side and takes that spot from him. But James Edens is lurking, running in the 5th spot right here. He's got 4 cars between himself and Adam Elby. Those guys trading spots real quickly, and Elby's working the top side now, up behind Roberts. Chris Roberts sitting in 7th. Elby running in the 9th position. Connor Lane on the inside trying to hang on to the spot. Oh, and a little push from Roberts on the back of John Lopresto, getting down into 3 and 4. Best battle, I think, on the track right now is Hardy, Edens, and Lopresto. Anthony Lopresto sitting here in front of Colton Hardy, and James Edens is closing in on these guys. Laps winding down, 6:19 to go. So just past the halfway point that time. Heileman 1.4 seconds ahead of Tiernan. Tiernan's got 0.7 of a second over Anthony Lopresto. That's the black and white car way at the top of the track. He gives up 1. Will he give up 2? He gave a spot to Hardy. Edens is down the inside, 3 wide through turns 1 and 2. They're going to come off 3 wide again. Hardy able to squirt away from those 2, and now Edens has about 1 car when they head into turn 3 on Lopresto, moving into the 4th spot. So Edens on the move. Go back and check on Elby. Elby still battling 9th and 10th back here. He's working the inside, trying to get beside Chris Roberts. He'd want to put the Catfish 1 more spot back. If he can get that, he can focus on going after John Lopresto. And then maybe if we catch a caution, he'll have a chance to catch James Edens. See if he can snatch the championship away. Had a bad heat race, and I think that might have hurt him quite a bit, because Edens won his and Elby had to go through the C. Well, we are down to 14 laps to go. Still Heileman, 0.9 of a second over Tiernan. Tiernan has closed the gap a little bit. About half a second since we checked on him last. James Edens into 3rd around Colton Hardy. Got that car working the slider line, and it's really hooking up on the exits of the corners. So move Edens into 3rd, Hardy 4th, Anthony Lopresto back to 5th. Chris Roberts 6th, Adam Elby in 7th, and Elby is still working on John Lopresto, trying to get around him so he can go after the Catfish. He's got 4 spots to make up. He needs to win this and have Edens finish somewhere around 5th. And I don't know what the laps clicking off the way they are, 12 to go. That's a pretty tall order. Right now it's all Hulk out front smashing it. David Heileman slider line through 3 and 4. 11 laps to go that time by. Tiernan still second, 0.9 behind. That has pretty much stabilized that gap. James Edens another 1.1 seconds behind those 2. They all need a caution. We're hoping they don't get one, but they all need one. Colton Hardy wearing the top side. Lopresto, Roberts, Elby running 7th. Oh, car backwards, and there's our caution. Connor Lane backwards in turns 3 and 4. Watch Lane going around here. He was working right behind Kruger when they went down into turns 3 and 4. A little hot getting in there, and he got John Lopresto, who had lost a bunch of momentum. Those 2 came together. No real intent, no real disaster there. He just loops the car around. He's going to have to join the back of the field. So we're going to be looking at 52, so we're going to have right around 9 laps to go when we get our green. And just what Edens and just what Elby needed, a caution. I think something magical is going to have to happen here for Adam Elby to get this championship. But James Edens is going to have a chance to take a victory lap if he can get around Tiernan and find his way past the Hulk. Pick up the win. That would just put an exclamation point on what has been a marvelous season for this driver. So 9 to go when we get back to green racing. Heileman, Tiernan, Edens, Hardy, and Anthony Lopresto, your top 5. Chris Roberts, Adam Elby, John Lopresto, Brent Hobson, and Anthony Marvalijo in the top 10 in the green flag. Back on the speedway. Cars coming down our front stretch. Right at us. We're back to the front. We're watching Heileman, Tiernan, and Edens. They are about a car length and a half apart all the way around. Edens working the bottom. He's lost about another car length, but they are evenly spaced in that top 3. James Edens. I saw Adam Elby's car flash on the screen. He is now up to the 5th spot, and he is on the charge, trying to work on Colton Hardy. He's got Anthony Lopresto on his outside, and he's almost 3 wide with Roberts down on the inside. Needs to dispatch of both the 57 and the 152. And now he's going to get past Lopresto. Now he's going to focus on Hardy. Hardy puts it in the fence, and Hardy's car headlong into the opening. Oh, my, that was a wild one. Go back and watch the black car here on the top. When he goes into 3 and 4 this time, right rear jumps those marbles. And right in a bad spot, because right at the exit of this, if you do that, it squares the car back up and actually pulls it to the right, and there's an opening. And he found those tires. And then he got popped by Trey Osborne right behind that. So one more caution. We're getting down to the end. Cautions breeding cautions. 55 for the new white flag. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 to go. Well, they're back together, folks. Heileman the leader, Tiernan second, James Edens third, Adam Elby fourth, Chris Roberts fifth, Anthony Lopresto 6, Brent Hobson 7, John Lopresto 8, David Flick 9, and Connor Lane in 10th. Edens and Elby found their way back together, and with about 5 to go. Adam Elby was on a charge. He picked up about 5 spots during that run. He restarted about 8th or 9th, and now he is sitting in 4th. So we're going to have 5 to go right here off turn 4 when we get the green flag.
Green flag.
Heileman's on the throttle. Green flag back in the air. Gonna keep a focus out here wide. Watch these guys. Adam Elby to the top side. James Edens on the inside. Now works through the middle and up to the top side of Tiernan, and he's got second. Going into 3 and 4, and Tiernan not satisfied to just give it up. And he's got a lot of contact with Edens, and that opens the door for Elby. But Edens stays on the throttle. He's going to hang on to second. Tiernan going to go for a ride, going to drop all the way to 10th. But it's Heileman, 9/10 of a second over Edens. Elby running third. 3 to go this time by. Everything heating up at that time. Oh, man, that was heating up on the front end of this thing. We were getting down to the closing, and I'm not sure who was part of this one. Oh, Anthony Lopresto's car suddenly into the infield here. He got the right rear up in the fence. Same thing happened to him that we just saw happen to Hardy. He found that opening at the exit of turn 4. Didn't hit it quite as violently, but he still found it. So 58, the new white flag. So about 3 to go when they get the green. What do you think, Carlin? It's coming down to a nail biter here.
I just can't believe that both James and Adam elected to go to the back, and now they're at the top 5.
White checker.
Oh, I'll get word from race control. Green, white checker finish. So it'll be Heileman, Edens, and Elby. Top 3 when we restart. They will see the green and the white. The green flag, if they come around and get the white flag before anything happens, we will race it out. If anything happens during that first lap, we will reset it. Green, white, checker it again. So exciting finish. Heileman, Edens, Elby, Hobson, and Roberts, your top 5 are right now. 2 to go right here. Heileman's on the gas, green flag back in the air. Edens took a peek to the inside, and he got a great start. Heileman was the leader. Had a chance to get away from these guys, and now wheel to wheel in 3 and 4. Edens down on the bottom. Heileman runs the slider line. White flag in the air. We're going to race it out from here. David Heileman with a big run down the front stretch has the advantage in 1 and 2. But James Edens off the bottom. Can he pull up even in 3 and 4? I don't think he's got enough. Checkered flag is waving. David Heileman off the top side. He's going to win it. Edens second. Elby going to come home third. And James Edens going to be your champion. Remind the top 3 to take an extra lap and behave in polite society, please. Or tell David just to wreck the damn car. So we probably won't see a Mr. Heileman on our front stretch. But we will see Mr. Edens. We will see Mr. Elby. I think David. Oh, Mr. Elby's going to go back and try to flip the 49 car back on his wheels. And between he and the Catfish, I think they got him up on his wheels, but I don't think that car is going anywhere but a circle because the rear end is thoroughly knocked out of that car. Chris Roberts going to try to give him the old bulldozer effect and push him around, but that's not going to help either. Just going to have to talk to him without the car on the track. We'll get, here they go. Here go the boys. They're going to go around. They're going to see if they can push him around to the front stretch. Yeah, we got that part. We're watching you guys try to get Heileman around on the front stretch.
Yeah, we tried.
His car's too broke. Talking to race control there, guys.
All right,
And
man. Lights are back on the pace.
they
We're
are not going to
green.
get that
Now
car
we're not
around
going
here.
green.
That right there is going to work for us, though. We're going to get an image of this. May not be the perfect image, but it is still an image. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's going to work really well. Can't see everything on the cars because of the way they had to park, but they did a great job getting around here. So we'll drop these guys down to the waiting room.
Lights are back on the pace.
Heileman is in the channel. We're waiting for Edens and Elby to show up. We're going to talk to third place. We're going to talk to our race winner, and then we'll drop in and talk to second place, who is your champion. I'm going to bring Adam Elby into the booth with me real quick. Adam, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, I have two questions. First of all, what on earth made you decide to take the back row challenge?
Me and James both agreed, that if we made the main event, that we knew it was going to be close in points, and we just thought it'd be fun to both go to the back. So he obviously kept his word. I think he would have been starting second, and there's no way I could back out of it. So we did that, and it was a lot of fun trying to come through the field like that.
You guys did a great job. Worked your way up to second and third there. Now I got to ask you, what in the world happened in qualifying and your heat race? Because you did not start very close to the front in your heat race, and man, you just ended up on the short end of the stick there.
Yeah, qualifying definitely is not my strong point, especially on the simulator here. And we just kind of missed the line. I kind of just went out there and ran what I thought would be good. I thought I might have found something bottom four, and it just wasn't there. So put us deep in a heat race, and it kind of got underneath Wallenfeld's there, and some weird iRacing hitboxes kind of forced us to spin out, which was unfortunate. Then starting in the back, as track was so fast, it was hard to make up ground, and so we just had to run through the consies and hope we made it into the feature.
And run through the consies, you did. A good run for you all the way there. And then running through this field, a couple of cautions, and you caught one there at the end that was really, I think, probably the biggest break that you could have had at that moment. You restarted about 8th or 9th, and then before we got to the next one, you were up to 4th. At that point, you're thinking win, I'm sure, but you're thinking your teammate's in front of you. What are you going to do to get around him?
Yeah, I knew I had to beat James by at least, I think it was maybe 6 or 7 positions to even be close to tying with him. So, as long as he was in front of us, we just kind of had to hope for the best finish of the night we can get and salvage what we had. So a good championship to him. He's, like I always say, he's one of the best, most consistent racers on here, and that's why he won the championship.
Well, it's been damn fun to watch you guys all season long and pick up all those wins. Between the two of you, I think you guys have 8 of the 12 wins. A fantastic season for you. Coming home second in the points. You ran a great race tonight. I'm sure you got some thank yous and some shout outs, and then I'm going to keep you in the channel for the rest of this entire interview set here.
All right. Well, first off, I got to thank the Stewart family for getting together with DOB and the Northwestern Focus Midget Series with Wicked Energy Gum. It's amazing that they're doing here, and we can't thank them enough for even considering such a crazy option is to put some sim racers, into their cars. And I think that speaks a lot on what type of people they are, and hopefully get to meet them one day. Even if I'm not running their car, it'd be an honor to meet them. So I can't thank them enough. And I gotta thank my guys over at Swindell Speed Labs. We ran on the same midget setup every track, every track, just a gear change, same setup. So I can't thank them enough for giving me a good car, and then the guys as well who sponsor us, Bell Helmets, Wise Organic, South Bay Partners, and DOB for putting this on, you guys for broadcasting, and all the fans for watching. Hope they enjoyed watching me and James try and work our way through traffic, we knew that it was going to come down to something close, and just kind of wanted to put on a little bit of an exciting show. The Stewarts deserve that, and hope the fans enjoyed it as well.
Well, everybody enjoyed it immensely. I appreciate you taking the time to talk with us. Please stick around, listen to the interviews. We want you to be in the channel when everything has come to a conclusion. So don't go anywhere, buddy.
All right, thank you.
All right, we are going to jump ahead, folks. I am going to talk to our race winner, and then I am going to bring in Mr. Eden so that we can get his entire interview in one. We don't have to split it up. So we'll grab David Heileman, bring him into the channel. David, you got a copy?
10-4.
All right, man, we're going to skip around a little bit because, we got to talk to the real champ last. So, man, talk to us about this run. You found your way to the front there, and really you had a pretty sizable lead for a long time over Tiernan, and then a caution and brought everybody back to you. You and James got in a pretty good tussle at the end. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, I even thought Tiernan was catching me before that one yellow, and then there's a couple more after that. And, I just kept thinking back about the time I lost it on the last lap last time, and I knew those guys were right behind me racing for the championship, and the night was about them a little bit, but I still wanted to win, and I really wasn't sure what line was fastest, but I just committed to the Slager line because that seems like it's been fastest all season, no matter where you go. So was able to prevail.
Yeah, it looked like the track was pretty much perfect. I mean, you could go to the bottom, you could go to the top, and everything was about equal. You were kind of running slider line through 3 and 4, and then just kind of working the top the best you could in 1 and 2. Like you said, Tiernan was kind of catching you there. Was it just that you lost a little bit of momentum, or just trying to search around on the track a little bit? Because we were kind of watching some of the other action that was going on when that started happening.
Yeah, I used the bottom to get through traffic and to get to the front, and then once I had to get by La Presto, I had to change it up. And I tried to go slider line then, and it wasn't exactly faster. I had to hit like the top of 1 and 2 and get a really good run. And once I got around them, I kind of tried wanting to go back to the bottom, but then I saw the lap times were falling off. So yeah, about then mid-race, I was just like, well, we'll just go slider line from there.
Well, a great run anyway. You come home in the top spot in the final race of the season. I'm sure you got some sponsors you want to give a shout-out to, some thank yous, and we'll let you get ready for the 360 race, buddy.
KKR Sim Team, Nap Auto Parts, Wicked Energy Gum, Wicked Cushion, Dirt Racing Network for putting on, and the Northwestern Focus Midgets for sponsoring. Congrats to James on the championship, and I think that's all of them.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you talking to us, and I look forward to talking to you again later after the 360s, hopefully.
All right, yeah, I hope so.
All right. Tonight's feature winner, David Heileman. And now we're going to get him in here. The man of the hour. He did not disappoint all season long. Battled hard with his teammate. James Edens, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, you didn't take the victory lap tonight. You came home second. You put up a valiant effort trying to get that win there on that late race restart. Talk to us about this race and tell us a little bit about that back row challenge you took.
Yeah, LB suggested that earlier this week that we should do that just to kind of, add some excitement to it, since it was just between me and him. So kind of add some fun, and, I think it worked out. We ended up second and third. Just, David was just good out front. I just, fire the crew chief again, man. He's the gear, so just we were stuck on the bottom, so. But it was still a good race.
Are we going to go through that? Because I know who your crew chief is, and if you fire him, you probably ought to fire the driver.
Yeah, well, I'm going to blame LB this week.
There you go. Good answer. Good answer. I mean, he finished behind you. It had to be his fault, right?
I had the gear he wanted.
Yeah.
All right. Well, either way, man, you pick up between the two of you, you picked up, I think, 7 or 8 wins this season in the series. You come out with the championship, man. Talk to us about the consistency and what it took to get to the top rung in this series.
It was just being consistent. I had a couple bad weeks. Luckily, we had a drop there or two, I think it might have been. But yeah, either way, just had to pull through, and those wins definitely helped. So just gotta be there for 12 races.
All right. Well, I am going to let Miss Carla, who has joined us so graciously for this entire night, have the floor and give you guys some congratulations and maybe give us a little bit of info here.
Okay, I can do that, Roger. Thank you so much. And what a way to wrap up the 12-week event. Boy, you too, James, Adam, you guys starting in the back, that definitely gave everybody a show to be watching. And then finishing second and third is really, really something very cool. Shows the ability that you guys have, and it also shows the dedication you have, because I know how much time it takes you guys to really get good at doing what you're doing. Galen and I and everyone at the Northwest Focus Midget Series, we're glad that you guys were part of that. We want to thank everybody who participated, all the drivers for all 12 weeks, and congratulations to David for the win tonight. But yeah, good job from both of you.
Thank you very much.
So Roger, you probably want to know, we talked about a driver search. We've been checking in and following the points, following who kind of helps out, by sharing some of the DOB, racing that's on the Dirt Racing Network, and getting people to watch, listen, and get to know some of the names. So we would like to do, obviously, we would like to invite James Evans out to Washington and run one of our midgets at Skagit Speedway this season, and we're going to talk to you a little bit more about how we're going to get that to all happen. And James, I hope that's something you're interested in doing.
Yeah, for sure. It's an awesome opportunity, and it's awesome that you guys are doing something like this for the iRacing community, and trying to help grow the sport and give people opportunities like this.
Well, the sport is definitely growing, and we recognize that, and we recognize you and what you're able to do, and we'd like to have you come out for one of the 2-day races that's coming up this season, and have you drive one of the midgets.
Yeah, I'd be honored. And just kind of be on the forefront of this is definitely an honor and a great opportunity, and I look forward to doing it.
Video on the Dirt Racing Network, or it didn't happen. Go ahead, Carla. Sorry.
Hey, Roger. That's okay. You guys are definitely the examples that we were looking for as far as, on and off track performance. Doing what you do on the track obviously is really good, but what you do to help us in our series and our race fans that follow us as a series start to learn more about iRacing, we want to also extend that invitation to Adam. So, Adam, would you be interested in coming up and maybe doing a 2-day race with us?
Absolutely. Thank you very much for considering me, and can't wait to come meet you guys and see what we could do.
Well, on behalf of Galen and I, we both are very much looking forward to meeting both of you guys, and I can't thank Wicked Energy Gum and Matthew Herringer for all of his support in putting us on, and then, of course, the DOB group, and Roger, you at Dirt Racing Network.
Well, I thank you very much, and it's been an honor to cover you guys all season. I hope we get to do this again real soon. I'm looking forward to seeing some footage from these guys being up there whenever they come. I don't know who you got up there that's got a video camera that can stream live, but you have them let me know, and I will definitely share that directly through the Dirt Racing Network, because I'm super pumped for both of these guys to be able to come up there and crawl into a real midget after doing it here on iRacing. We've been following all season. We knew this was a driver search, and both of these guys definitely earned it, in my opinion. I'm very, very proud that you guys selected both of them to come up there. That is a superb deal. I'm glad not one of them is going to get left out, Carla.
Well, we're really excited about this too, and I know, Roger, you're doing this every single day. But if I can get you those dates that they're going to be here, maybe you can hop on a plane too.
You know what we can do? We know this guy who kind of sponsors the series. Maybe he can bring somebody up to cover the whole thing for a weekend. We'll talk to him. How about that?
Sounds like a plan.
I know somebody that's got some pull with him. I think her name is Carla Stewart. I'll talk to her.
Well, again, thank you, James. Thank you, Adam. You definitely are a leader. You've led us by example. So thank you, and we're looking forward to having you be here.
Thank you for everything you're doing for us. We all really appreciate it.
Yeah, great thing. We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right, guys. Well, congratulations from the Dirt Racing Network. You guys both earned it. James, congratulations on the championship. I look forward to seeing you guys do your thing up there in the real car. I can't wait to see how that works out. I know Carla and Galen have done this numerous times over the last 12, 13 months, and so far as I know, they have not been disappointed with anyone that they have brought up there. I expect no less from the two of you. You guys are great examples out here every night when we watch you guys race. So congratulations to the both of you, and a special congratulations to you, James. I know you guys want to get ready to go do the 360 thing, so if you guys want to take off here in just a second, I'm going to let Chris Roberts real quick congratulate the champion, and then we're going to get ready to switch over.
Yeah, once again, James, congrats again. Even more congrats on getting the deal with the Stewarts there. You too, LB. Congrats on that. It's great with what they did for us this season. I definitely appreciate the help, the support there. Made it really entertaining all season long. We had to work out a couple kinks at the beginning of the year, with it, but changed a couple things up, and the racing got better and better, and put on some good shows, good racing. So, thanks to the Stewarts, Northwest Focus Midget Series, Matt with Wicked Energy Gum for everything that they did for us this season with the midgets. It was great season, and once again, James, congrats on the championship, and you and LB both for going out west there. I can't wait to see how that works out for you guys.
Yeah, man. Thanks for giving us a place to race. 3 nights a week. I don't know if I could do what you do, but we definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, not very many people can, and you give us something to do during the week, so we can't thank you enough for that.
Yeah, you're welcome, guys. That's I'm not sure if she's listening, but I'll pull a Berger on here and thank my wife for letting me put these 3 nights in a row on for you guys. It's that they get late every now and then, but so she's nice enough to let us do what we do here and have some fun.
You better. Otherwise, I'm going to call her or message her and tell her you didn't give her no props for letting you hang out with all these fools.
I tell her every night I gotta get ready to go handle 40 to 60 crazy old guys. So.
and just as many young guys.
Oh yeah.
All right, well, I know you guys got a 360 race to get to. I'm going to be over there as quickly as I can. Got a few things to wrap up here, so I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for being with us. Guys, good luck in the next one, and congratulations again to James on the championship, and both of you guys for getting the ride up there at Skagit next, I don't know when that is, September, I think, maybe? August, September, right, Carla?
Don't actually have the date set, but they're going to be very close.
Cool. Awesome. All right, guys, thank you very much, and I will see you guys in the next one. Got a couple of things to wrap up here, and I'll be over there shortly.
Sounds good.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, we'll get them guys going on to the next one. Chris, appreciate you being here, but I know you got stuff to do. I will be there as quickly as I can.
Sounds good, Roger.
All right, I want to give a special thanks to Carla and Galen, Wicked Energy Gum Northwest Focus Midget Series presented by Cognitive Warriors. They have done so much for sim racing and for real racing, especially up in the Northwest. And I know they have huge following up there. They got a great following here. And I just want to say thank you very much for allowing me to be part of it. I look forward to doing this again with you guys very soon. And I hope that I do have the opportunity to come up there, bring a camera with me, and maybe stream some of this to all of our great fans on the Dirt Racing Network whenever those guys come up there. And if I can't, maybe we can find someone who will.
We'll do that.
All right, well, Carla's going to hang around with me a little bit and talk to me just a couple of more minutes when we get ready to go to the next one. But that is going to wrap it up here, guys. Heileman wins the feature. Edens wins the championship. Adam Elby comes home third in the race, second in the points. Both James Edens and Adam Elby selected for the driver's search. They are going to go up and race with the Northwest Focus Midget Series up there in Washington sometime later in the summer. We'll get the dates and everything, get it posted up, and try to keep everybody apprised of what's going on. But we appreciate everybody tuning in, guys. Likes, follows, and shares. We're going to be back in just a few minutes with the Pawkins Custom Tailgate Games Wingless 360 Series. But until then, keep it dirty, hang tight. We'll be right back.